Guys, deluded, I'm back again. YouTube's Lucas Torreira, the best YouTuber at this. I don't need to rant and rave for you lot to listen to what I have to say, whether I'm shouting, ranting, or raving. So yeah, I'm back, man. My word, that was a good intro. But let's carry on. Now, Nzonzi, I've made enough videos with his name in it. You can go and see it. You've seen enough links on whether it's on Sky Sports, online, wherever. You've seen enough links. In fact, we've been linked with him since the minute he almost came into the Prem, his Blackburn days, etc., even under our previous management. So yeah, the rumours won't go, and the rumours are intensifying now. I'll mention that later. The latest twist in this now is that his dad has come out and said he expects a bid from Arsenal to come in very soon. I did also equally see some reports that I don't know if his dad's his agent or some sort of advisor to it, but somewhere along the lines there's a fee he gets for some sort of move, and if it was to be the release clause or so, I do believe it's a case of taking 5 million for himself. Again, please don't get hung up on statistics because I'm just going off what's being speculated and I'm not in the know in any way, shape or form, man. I just talk football. I don't know finances. But yeah, his dad's come out and said he expects a bid from Arsenal very soon. His son wants to leave, yada, yada, yada. That's on top of Nzonzi allegedly handing in a transfer request and all of these sort of things. So we'll see how this develops. But I can see why Nzonzi would want to move. If I was him, I would want to move to a Champions League club, to which Arsenal are not that. In my opinion, I say this because I'm 29. No disrespect to Seville. He's had great times at Seville, winning European trophies. He's just off the back of winning a World Cup. He's 29. This could be the last chance to try something new, to try something, whether that's at a big club or a different city that you haven't lived in before. Possibly your last time to last couple of years to secure a very good contract for yourself. So he's got a lot to think about. So if I was him, I wouldn't sign for Arsenal, but I'm deluded, so I want him to sign for Arsenal. People will complain about if he comes in, what does that mean for the other midfielders? At this moment in time, people, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't quite frankly give a crap. If you play well in training, you earn your spot, and we'll sit here in a few months or so and someone might have to leave the club. I'd like to think it was El Nene, no disrespect to him, but Maitland-Niles, Gudesi's just arrived. Torreira's just arrived. Ramsey hopefully signs a new deal, so I don't need to list them all off for you. But yeah, if I was him, I'd want to leave. I mean, I don't know how we're going to do it because allegedly we're apparently meant to be broke and penny pinching and things. So how are we going to pay 40 million or so, which is his release clause? You'd like to think we need to sell maybe just to raise funds, the likes of Wells, possibly Mustafi, Lucas Perez, who it could be telling that if we are trying to sell him, it does make it completely harder now that we're trying to sell him if he's on the other side of the world in Singapore. Clubs, I don't know, say a Spanish club now wants to deal with him and get medical things sorted. They need to fly their staff over there to go and deal with him, which is all delaying the time. Obviously, we'll be back at the end of the week, and there's still a long way to go despite the clock running on the transfer market. So we'll see how that goes. But Perez and Pease, I'm not sure. And I also have to mention that Roma want Nzonzi, and why I say this is because why I think this is vital is it does feel a bit like Sayunchu's agent or just agents in general. Their job is to gauge interest or get the best deal or the best interest or just do the best thing by their clients. I do think Nzonzi has a bunch of suitors, as you would imagine, but think about it logically. If you're an agent and there's a club that's not Arsenal that's allegedly in for your man, and you say Arsenal's about to make a bid, that makes the price, either your price go up, your fee go up, or it makes your player feel in demand, like more people on you. Why do you think all of these clubs always say everybody list anyone in the top 6? If I'm managing a player or an agent of a player, and I say this young lad is being watched by United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, people are going to get gassed. People are just he can be crap. People are going to look purely because them names, and what that even happens at scouting level. If Spurs scout a lad, Arsenal are going to look at it, and vice versa. Liverpool the same. This is what happens. So yeah, I do think we're genuinely interested with him, but as it is Arsenal, we're trying to get a deal. I do think Roma is probably close, without knowing anything, just because I'm a very pessimistic person in these sort of things. I do think Roma's probably ahead of us in that department, and Roma's actually close to agreeing a fee, or maybe an unknown Champions League club or another club is in for him. So I don't know how much of this is legitimate. I don't know how much of his dad's playing the game a bit, like I just explained. Obviously, I want Nzonzi. He's 29, so he won't really impact people's long-term futures. Again, that could mean we're getting a player that could be on the verge of declining. You know, Arsenal were very funny with that. But even if we could get 2 years out of the man, or 3, he'll only be what? If you only get 2 years, he'll only be what, 31? I mean, Silva's still going strong, and obviously when you turn to these ages, you are on the decline, but you don't exactly turn rubbish overnight. So we'll see. It's not the end of the world if we don't sign him, but I do think there's going to be a surprise, and I do think he might be that for some club, if not Arsenal. Hopefully it's a winger. Saying all of this, I would love a winger. That's the one thing I'd like to walk out the summer with, to be honest with you. And yeah, we got linked with Jan Sommer as well, off topic as well. The young, well, he's not young, but the Gladbach keeper who's had a good tournament at the World Cup, he should get a decent move. But I do think Gladbach's a decent club. But there's nothing more to say, man. Like, and Nzonzi's been linked with us again, and his dad's saying that we're gonna bid soon. So we'll see what's happening. And yeah, guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. Follow me on my socials. All links are in the description. I'm out.